My name is Alice Fong, and I'm a junior at St. Stephen's Episcopal School. I'm 15 years old, and I was born and raised in Austin, Texas.
I'm Sarah Zhang. I am a junior at Westwood High School. I was actually born in California, but then I moved here when I was 5 years old, so I've basically been raised here.
Sarah and I met in 6th grade in middle school. We went to Canyon Vista Middle School, and we remained pretty close friends over the years. We started Do Re Mi earlier this year in May, I think, and then we were kind of losing hope for the summer because of the pandemic. When things were getting shut down, things that we were looking forward to were being canceled and postponed indefinitely, and we were pretty sad, but we realized that other people in our community were struggling much worse than we were. We just had a few postponed concerts and summer camps, but other people were facing extreme financial instability and food insecurity and all that. So we decided to start Do Re Mi to raise money for these people in our community, our neighbors, and also because in quarantine we were pretty bored, and most people also turned to baking like us. I mean, my mom made 5 loaves of sourdough. And so yeah.
I guess I could say that I've always really liked baking and cooking from a young age, and Alice baked and cooked a lot with her mom from a young age. So when we were thinking about something we could do for the business, we were kind of just what if we sold cookies? And then we started working towards opening, and on the first day we called about the business, we called for 4 hours. So yeah.
That's awesome. It sounds like there's a lot of really great planning and thought that went into it. How did you guys find out about Together ATX?
So we were kind of looking into charities and nonprofits to donate to when we first started. We found Together ATX just on Google. I mean, we were just looking for local nonprofits to donate to because we wanted our donations to stay local since we were only selling in Austin. And so yeah, we decided that Together ATX was a really good candidate because we really admire the philanthropic approach to the donations. I mean, you distribute the funds to many different nonprofits who deal with all kinds of issues, and we thought that was really cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, I love that you guys were just able to find us and see the mission. That's really great. What made you decide that now that Together ATX is coming to an end, because we're so excited that we were able to grant out all of the money by the end of this year, but what made you want to keep giving to United Way?
So we actually had a conversation with Erica, and we asked for recommendations for nonprofits that she thought that aligned with our mission, and she of course vouched for United Way, and she talked about how United Way as an organization has been providing support for the same people who are benefiting from Together ATX funds, and we decided that we wanted to build a more long-term relationship with United Way after being with them through Together ATX for the summer.
In y'all's words, why do you think giving back to the community is important to you guys?
I guess I'd say that both me and Alice haven't really felt those drastic effects with the pandemic like others have in our community. Like you said before, it's things like camps and programs are getting canceled and we just stay at home force. But I think that it's just kind of an empathy thing, I guess. Just knowing that there's all these people out there in our community who we don't actually know, but they're all part of the same community as us, and we just thought it would be really nice to help them out since we have the kind of resources and time to do so.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to know what your advice would be to people your age or just people at any age who are wanting to get involved in the community.
I would say just kind of thinking about what you like to do already, because I think trying to force yourself to do something that you think is beneficial to the community but it might not be so fun for you. I think it's important to have both aspects be enjoyable, And definitely doing it with a friend is honestly much easier, just because you don't have all the work on yourself, and it doesn't really turn into something that's very stressful. This is kind of a cliche, but just do it, right? I think just kind of really throwing yourself into it, or else you never, get anywhere.
That's good advice. Yeah. Okay, well, I have to know, what's your favorite flavor of cookie you've made so far?
That's a good one. Actually, I would say that so we have rotations of our specialty cookies, and I would say that of our current rotation for October, I'm biased towards my own caramel apple inspired cookies that are called Appley Ever After, and they're really great. They've got oats in them and some caramel bits and dried apple bits in them, and they've got this really amazing homemade salted caramel drizzle. I mean, I recently discovered that making caramel is a high adrenaline activity. I mean, things are bubbling, things are sputtering, but it paid off. It's really delicious.
That's awesome. What about you, Sarah?
I'd say for this rotation, since I made 2 out of the 3 flavors, I'm also biased towards my own flavor. So my favorite flavor from this rotation is Pump It Up, which are our pumpkin spice cookies, and they're kind of like really cakey, so I kind of like that. It's a little different from the other cookies we make. And I think overall from our other rotations, I really like the trail mix cookies. They're really good. It was like a peanut butter oatmeal base with M&M's, peanuts, and cranberries.
M&M's make everything better.
They do. They really do. Awesome. Well, it's been really great to talk to you guys, and I'm so excited to continue working with you guys in the future. You guys are going to do really awesome things.